Allen's comparison. Who is he? In NBA terms, MLB terms, other sports terms, does he have a comparison? They're always the second fiddle. The guy who is going to be a professional second placeman, at least this far in his career. He didn't get the MVPs in the regular season, and he can't get it done in the postseason. It's not to his play. We know how great he is. He's probably a Hall of Fame player, but he has nothing to his name, accolades-wise. Nothing to his name at this point into his career. Who is he?
Now, this is, you go back a couple of years. It might be a back. T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. McGrady never won a playoff series.
McGrady was injury issues too.
Yeah, but
James
McGrady
Harden?
was incredible.
But McGrady was never hanging around there year in year. Harden, Harden,
maybe
Patrick Ewing,
maybe Harden. Didn't Harden have an MVP though? I'm trying to think of a guy who doesn't have MVPs, doesn't have a championship. I'd have to double check Harden. I apologize for not knowing off the top of my
Harden
head.
has an MVP.
Okay.
But he was always somebody who fell second fiddle to a dynasty.
Yeah.
Was always second place to that. And Patrick Ewing is an obvious one because the Knicks were flirting with the championship, but they ran into the Rockets in the mid-'90s, and they ran into the Bulls, of course. So there's something to that. You'd be a Hall of Fame player, you're almost forgotten about because you don't have your moment. And your moment is being shunned by an all-time great player that is peeling off everybody else in his way to start. It's selfish. It's selfish how good he is. And for somebody like Josh Allen, who's had a great career thus far, is consistent, is available, and is good in a big game, you almost feel for him. And he is the guy in Greek mythology that rolls the boulder up the mountain upward, and just for it to roll back down again, and he keeps trying and he keeps going to no avail. That is Josh Allen, the James Hardens of the group. Somebody who hasn't had the big one yet.
Is it Marino-esque? I know Marino has
That's
MVPs,
another decent
but
one. Yeah.
I think it's Marino-esque in the sense of the guy really has
Marino got to a Super Bowl.
He has, but he didn't get that elusive championship. Now, there's still time for Allen, and I remember I just got done telling Christian, this Chief thing isn't going to last forever. Cross your fingers and say that it make the sign of the cross, but we don't think it's going to last forever. Someone's going to have a chance, and Joe Burrow did have a chance. Who am I kidding? There's already been somebody who has had a chance, and Burrow it came really close. So I don't think this is nearly the end for Allen, but I understand, Colin. This is when you're that good and you have basically done everything but win the big one. These are the conversations you have. It's similar to how we're on McDermott, right? McDermott has really done everything but get to a Super Bowl and get Josh Allen to the next level. How are you going to be remembered?
McDermott's never been viewed as the top three in his profession in the league at any given time, but I understand the point.
Yeah, it's the uncomfortable conversation you got to have at this moment because of the Chiefs.
And I wonder, who is he? That is his legacy. He is a second placeman. He finishes second place consistently, and you almost feel bad. But that he has never been the first place in the MVP voting. Yep. He's never first team All-Pro. He's always been consistently a great player, an available player, but he has run into those better than him.
Let me ask you this. Could there be a Stafford moment for Josh Allen? Like, I understand Stafford
never
had to switch.
He never won a playoff game.
True, but never really had success in the playoffs until he went somewhere else. Is Josh Allen maybe going to go somewhere else at some point?
Definitely not.
I think he's a Buffalo Bill for life, and the contract would argue with that, too.
You can't think from that perspective, but in terms of what he has put together, he's 29 years old. He's going to be 29 years old, and he doesn't have a thing to his name.
Let me rephrase. Late success. How about that? Let's call what Stafford did late success. Could there be a chance for Josh Allen to do that? I think so.
You're waiting for Mahomes to be done.
You're going to be waiting a long time.
And he's the same age. So you're going to be waiting for Mahomes to be done. That is your goal. This is not we're going to dethrone the king. You are waiting for him to be completed. That is similarly to Brady. Everybody was waiting for him to get out of the mix. You are going to be waiting patiently.
I saw the comparison on First Take today with Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Shannon Sharp kind of compared him to Michael Jordan. Now, Stephen A. completely dismissed it. But I think the point Shannon was trying to make is that for your sport, for the NFL, to win 2 times in a row is unheard of, let alone 3. So I understand the conversation. I do. I understand the conversation maybe more than Stephen A. was willing to court it. But it's what it is right now. You got the best of our generation right now doing it, and you're just going to have to wait till the time is up. I think it's going to be sooner than later. I say that with my fingers crossed. I think they win this year, and something happens. Someone leaves. Like Reed retires, or to Zaslo's point, Kelsey retires. Does that add wrinkles or whatever? But in the NFL, we always say the most important thing is the quarterback. And to Colin's point, if the quarterback is in place, it's really hard to, I think, to get over that point, especially when it's Mahomes.
And it's a quarterback league. And weirdly enough, out of all the games that we saw yesterday, I can't put any blame on how any of the quarterbacks played. I thought Mahomes played a good game. I thought Hurts played a very good game. I thought Daniels played a good game. All these guys played pretty much well, and it didn't make it. It was